Hello again. Now the main stories in London. Transport for London has begun trialling a pilot scheme to help ease the congestion on the Northern Line in South London. From today, whiteboard and station announcements will advise peak hour commuters to consider walking instead. Philippa Thompson explains why.
It is the most crowded stretch on the London Underground, the route between Tooting Bec and Clapham North, which can make morning commuting a misery. Transport for London thinks it has the answer. Take a different route, walk further to another station, or leave home earlier to miss that 8 till 8:45 rush hour. But is it as simple as all that?
If you live in the area, then you've got to go to the local tube station. To go to some other tube station makes a nonsense of having a tube network.
Less load on certain routes, that would be a good idea.
Maybe just leave a few minutes earlier.
On a day like this, you don't want to cycle and get yourself wet before work.
Something needs to be done. There's just such huge population condensing around the tube stations.
TfL said this trial will look at whether we can improve the situation now. By making a small change to the time they travel, our passengers' journeys could be faster and more comfortable. But if you don't fancy altering your morning routine, then you'll just have to be a little more patient. The Northern Line is being upgraded. Work should be completed next year. Philippa Thompson, ITV News.
The trial of two men who forced a Pakistan International Airways to be diverted to Stansted earlier this year has begun in Essex. 30-year-old Taihab Sapani and 42-year-old Mohammed Safdar from Lancashire are charged with intentionally communicating false information that the crew and passengers would be killed and the aircraft blown up before landing. In May, the Boeing 777 was shadowed safely into Stansted Airport by an RAF fighter jet. The men deny the charges. The Met is running a taser refresher course in West London today for a number of its officers. The workshop coincides with the arrest of a 26-year-old man in Battersea yesterday who police tasered when he threatened them with 4 knives. The man was later taken to a South London hospital. One officer sustained minor injuries. And Wind in the Willows fans will be given an opportunity today to lend their financial backing to a new production of Kenneth Grahame's classic novel. Downton Abbey's creator, Julian Fellowes, is set to pen the new West End adaptation, with investments in the new musical starting from £1,000. Now let's take a look at the weather with Martin Stew.
Hello again. It's staying pretty dull and damp for the rest of tonight. Some overnight rain, but then turning drier by tomorrow afternoon, and an improved picture after that for the remainder of the week. This afternoon, though, as I said, quite a lot of cloud around, pretty dull, pretty grey and pretty overcast. And although these temperatures aren't too bad for this time of year, with that strong wind, it is going to feel relatively raw. Overnight, it's staying dull, and then an outbreak of rain working its way in about midnight, but much milder than it was last night. Sub-zero then, 10 degrees tonight. Tomorrow morning then starts slightly damp, but it's an improving picture into the afternoon. Dry for all of us, even with the odd brighter break later on in the day. Temperature-wise, similar to what we've seen today, with highs of 13 degrees, but with a gentler breeze, it is going to feel more pleasant. I'll see you later. Goodbye.
And that's all from us for now, but don't forget you can get updates throughout the day by going to our website itv.com/London. I'll be back with the latest at 6. Whatever you're doing, enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Bye-bye.